Hey guys. Yep. The first one, ignore. I am trying to get my office in order. So, I guess I should probably put you guys closer to my ear. I'm trying to get my office in order. So that's why you see like the mess in the back. Yeah, that's not going good. It's a slow process. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, Hello, if you're there, go ahead and in the comments put your literary challenges and successes so we can all share. And God, that camera is really clear. I'm looking at the other camera. Okay, so today, good morning, Dr. Matthews. I sent a couple of people your way. If you have like information to bring to like where I can direct them, like I'm gonna put together a directory, so then when people ask me, hey, and then what kind of books you're looking for, or anything, or authors you're looking for, let me know. Send me like a short thing, or email me, or DM me, because I sent a couple of people, but one looked promising. The other one, she was still on the fence about it. So I'm not sure if they even contacted you or told you. Hi, Diane. Hello. So if you guys could put your literary challenges and success for the past 30 days in the comments. Can you guys believe we've been doing this for what? Almost 3. It's going on. Yeah, it's officially 3 years that, yeah, this would be our 3rd year, going into our 3rd year. Or would it? No, 2nd year. It'd be, yeah, our 2nd year. What is today? The 13th. Tomorrow would be like the anniversary of lockdown. And then that following, yep, the 14th of March of 2020 was when we had our first on virtual online. So, hey guys, we are still going strong. That's pretty good. That is pretty excellent. So, yes, yeah, okay. Hi, Deborah. I got the bookmarks. Thank you. Make sure you please put your links in the comments. She sent me these amazing bookmarks that were so awesome. And then they had my information on the back. So if you guys are interested, contact Deborah so then she can send you some. They were so awesome. So make sure you put your link in the comments as well, Deborah, so people can support you. So we're going to get started because we have a lot to talk about, and I got to get out of here literally at the top of the hour. Hello, Yolanda. So don't forget to put your literary challenges and successes in the comments so we can all share our struggles. So let me introduce myself. Hello there. I'm Sylvia Hubbard. I'm author of over 50 romance, suspense, independently published novels. My current literary challenge is that I'm still in my Kindle Vella, which is becoming over like 250,000 words. Literally 250,000 words. It's a huge saga of a novel. It's called Her Substitute Husband, His Boss. And it's becoming this huge billionaire reverse harem bromance kind of thing. And I mean, it's fun, but I'm trying to get out of it. I'm hopefully going to end it. Yeah. So we're almost at the crap hit the fan. So my success is that I did book like 2 podcasts. One was with self-publishing with Dale. And it was a really great interview where we did talk about Kindle Vella and what it takes to be a success. Because I am, as I looked yesterday, I was number 37 I was top fave. So I'm on the 2nd page of all time favorites on Kindle Vella. I'm trying to get to the 1st page. That's another struggle. And that's my second success, is that I am top fave in Kindle Vella. So that's really nice. I worked really hard for that, but yeah, that's really cool. So we're going to get going. I see people are coming in. I want to push the wave sign. Say, hey, hi guys. If I stop doing that, then I'll probably just motion it. So I'm going to get my notes together. Get your notepad out. I'm putting my notes up here. So at least I kind of look like I'm on the screen. Of course, my other headset is blocking it. So I can't see. I'll do that. Okay. So let's get started. Get your notepad out. These are 14 tips, 14 ways to market online. And I did a video of this before. I think it was kind of 15 ways to market online. And I did a video of this, but I kind of updated it for 2021. The notes will be in the notes will be in our regular notepad place. So make sure you guys are subscribed over there. I'm putting the link in the comment, so that you guys are subscribed over there. So when I update the notes this afternoon, you guys can get them as well. I'll have these like just as $1, because I did do a little bit of research, and if you could kind of donate $1, because I'm gonna have in the notes, I will have links for you guys. And if you guys have any questions, please pop them in as we go, because I'm not staying extra. So pop them as you go. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better ask your questions now so we can get this going. Hi, Venus. Oh my gosh. Venus got out of bed. Woohoo! That was the awesomest pound cake. That was so good. Hi, Kai. And Krista said her challenge is that her book is explicit, so I'm limited to where and how I can market my book. Girl, Krista, my book is very explicit, and books are like jeans. They go with everything. You gotta figure out a way to take the book, or take the fabric of the book and say, okay, this is how I'm going to market it. I've done podcasts. I've done churches. I'm not in there saying, hey, let's have sex everywhere and everything, but it is a way to market where it is, tasteful and everything. And just because it's explicit, and it depends on where you are, you can, and that's a whole nother class to teach how to market your fiction, when you have that kind of challenge to it. But yeah, we can talk about that. We can actually bring that up, and talk about it as a challenge on a post. So yes. Well, then you got to start joining us on second Saturdays on our virtual Missy Moore, so we can hurry and get your books out again, because people need to see your wonderful writing. So, okay, so let me get started. I keep saying I'm going to get started, but then y'all get distracted. But go ahead and put your successes and challenges in the comments. That was awesome, Crystal. Thanks for sharing. So we're going to get started. 14 ways to market a book online. So first, before we even get started, we do have to talk about the tools that we need. And I say this all the time, in our last podcast, and when we were talking about how to get podcast stuff and everything, I talked about tools. When I talked about other things, I talked about tools. So our tools are, in this day and age, you need a computer and a phone, because if you're posting on Instagram, you can only post on the phone. I don't want to embarrass anybody, but I did talk to a client, and she was like, well, I can't understand Instagram. I got an account and I can't post there. I go there and I can't post there. And at first I didn't think the obvious. So I was like, hey, did you get locked out? Did you something? And she was like, no, I didn't get locked out. And she was like, I get on the computer and I do it. And I was like, wait a minute, you can only post on Instagram, either through a social media manager or through a phone. And she was like, oh, well, no one told me that. I thought everybody knew that, but okay. So yes, that's why I said computer and a phone. I swear that's a true story. I swear it's a true story. So you also need a graphic tool. Um, and when I say graphic tool, I'm talking about either Canva, or if you're good at Adobe, then you can use that. But you do need graphics, because in our day and age, graphics rule. People are looking for pictures. People are looking for video. People are looking for the shiny lights and bubbles. And I know you say, well, I'm a serious writer, and if they don't like words, then that's their problem. Well, it becomes your problem when you can't sell a book and you can't catch the attention of the readers you want in order to get that. And then someone told me also, well, if they are my readers, then they aren't so attracted to the shiny baubles and lights. And I was like, everybody's attracted to a train accidents. There's always, gawk or delay. There's always ways to turn their attention away from things. So you want to be able to put your graphics up and say, hey, guys, you guys need to come to see this because it's amazing and this is what you need. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, Andrea, good morning. So that's why I'm saying use a graphic tool. I like to use Canva, and I can put my link in there if you're interested in the pro account. I use pro, but I always say get the free before everything, because you want to, you basically would like to be able to use, before all of that, you want to be able to use the free before you go into the buy. A lot of times people do go into the buy and then they end up not even using all the features, and they could have saved money. So I say do free first and then go from there. So you can use that link that I gave you. Well, you'll be able for a discount. So yeah, if you guys want for a pro for a limited time, and then you can jump back to the free program. So definitely that is a way to go. I like Canva because you can do video and you can do pictures. So that's really cool. So let me go back. So of course you need a planner, any kind of planner. You want to plan all your days out. You want to get stuff in advance. You want to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, especially for these 14 tips. You want to make sure you're bopping them into your calendar to say, this is what I'm going to be doing today, and this is how I'm going to do it. And then, of course, a social, and I'm talking about not just a digital planner, but also a paper planner. Whether you run to the Dollar Tree or you go now to Target or Walmart and pick up a 2022 planner, make sure it has nice big holes and everything where you can write out what you're going to be doing, keeping up with your stats and analytics and things like that. And then, of course, a digital social media manager, and that's things like Hootsuite, or I use Postly now, or you can even use the Facebook Creator if you're just using Facebook and Instagram. I've used that. So make sure you have those. So computer and phone, graphic tool, planner, social media manager. Those are the tools you need. Now to get to our 14 ways to market. So let's get going. Hey, Lisa. Hey. Oh, guys, I lost my tagging thing. So if you guys want to get back on the tagging list, I guess you guys got to get a special gift. Put a purple heart in the comments if you want to get on the tagging list. So whenever I do a live, you get on the tag. When I do a live, when I have other speakers, they won't, I can see if they can do the tagging list. I can send them to them, but make sure you put a purple heart in the comments. So then I know to put you back on the tagging list, because I lost the tagging list. I knew Lisa would do that. Yeah, so I'm so sorry. I can't find out where I did it, and I know where I wanted to put it, but it was not there when I went to the tagging list, and so I did not tag everybody, so I'm sorry. So first things for the 14 ways, and like I said in the comments, this is for the beginner, the intermediate, and a refresher for the advanced. So even if you guys know, thank you guys, even if you guys know like all of this, keep listening, because it could spark something, and then it kind of gives you a clear path. So first things first, 14 Ways to Market Online is on your author website. Please start using those websites, directing traffic off of social media back into the website, where you can home them and get them to subscribe to your newsletter, get them on your blog list, get them around just your media where you can make money. Plus, if you have small ads on your site, you can be making money off of that as well. But start making breadcrumbs to your author website. That is one of the greatest ways to market online, is to bring them back to your website, where you can get the newsletter, you can sell to them, you can interest them, you can get them to become fans. So that is very important. Stop letting Mark Z make all the money, and literally start doing things to make sure that you can take them off of social media and bring them back to you. You do need these people who you correspond with off social media and on your newsletter list. That's most important. So even if you put out a thing where you say, hey guys, come to my website, see this free excerpt of my book, and then also get on my media, get on my newsletter list, that is great. I use things like Story Origin app, and you guys can check that out. It's actually a great app where I can create excerpts. I'm trying to write the comment. I'm trying to write a Story Origin app. I think that's it. So I use Story Origin, where I can create reader excerpts and then get them to entice them to get on the newsletter. So if they're interested in it, then they'll do it. And I can even show you guys a little snippet, so you guys can click on the link and see how that's done. So they immediately would sign in to my thing. So where is it? Right there. So it's called a reader magnet. And Monique Mensa talked about this a lot in her awesome presentation. And you guys can go back and see it. But you can actually go in there, and I'll give you, you know what? I'm not really clicking the right thing. So I'm putting it in a comment so you can see a reader magnet. And what happens is that they come in and they see the reader magnet. And then when you say get the story, it immediately signs them to my newsletter list. And then at the end of reading this story, they can click into my website and then tell me how they like the story. So that's awesome, because I'm getting them off of social media. I'm getting them into my world and then drawing them directly into my website. So those are called reader magnets. And Monique talked about it. Oh, and Evan, who I call him Evan, I'm sorry. Evan, who will be here next month to talk all about Story Origin app. He actually created the app. So you guys, yes, definitely have to come next month. You're going to love it. He's so awesome. So yes, definitely. It's one of the things that I have learned that can get people off of social media and onto my website, is that. So your website is very important to you, whether you're updating your blogs, you're getting them on your newsletter list, and you are making ways for them to know what's going on with your product. So number 2 is social media, is your social media. So that is to market. So you should pick 3. I see a lot of people, and you guys do see me in like a billion places. You say, Sylvia, you're everywhere. Not really. I feed out to everywhere from my website. I feed out from when I make a blog on my website, it actually feeds out to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I think 2 other places. So it does feed out. So it looks like I'm everywhere, but I'm just updating those sites. I'm even feeding out to like Goodreads and things like that. I only do that, and I do that from my website, but actually I'm keeping my focus on 3 different places, which is Instagram, Twitter, and it's actually 4 places: Instagram, Twitter, in YouTube and Facebook groups. So and I don't say Facebook pages is because my Instagram actually feeds down to my Facebook pages. So literally, or I'm in Facebook creator and I'm able to feed up to my Instagram. So it's kind of like, look, they work simultaneously with each other. So it's kind of like Instagram / Facebook pages are one and the same to me. And then it's YouTube and Twitter. So basically that's how I do, because I found out that like these are where my readers are, and this is where I'm pulling my readers. Occasionally when I do a reel for Instagram, I will post that reel over to TikTok. Okay, but basically I'm making reels for Instagram in that regards, where I don't have to do much, and I do try to do that like once a week. So you'll see me on TikTok. And if you guys want to know, it's just Sylvia Hubbard 1 all across the board. I was out there early. So that's why I have the same handle everywhere across the board. So definitely that has helped in terms of staying in those 3 focused areas, has helped me kept a readership. Especially when I'm doing these Kindle Velas, where I do need to bring in constantly new readers so I can make money. The more people to read, the more money that I can make. So when I am going out and doing these promotions, I want to be able to bring them back to me, get them off of social media and bring them back, so then they're reading these books. And so that's what sticking to 3 helps. So pick 3 and become good at it. That's basically what I tell people when you're doing social media. So the next one, third one, is book promotion sites. So I'm going to give you guys a link. I'm going to be nice and give you guys the link. So a lot of people do ask me, well, Sylvia, where do you find free book promotion sites? Where do you find book bloggers? Where do you find bookstagrammers? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give you the secret. I'm going to give you the secret sauce. And I've mentioned this before. So I put the link in the comments. So that's where it's called blog.reedsy.com. And I went and put it in there, reedsy.com, because this is for also YouTube. So, and I'll have the links down below too in the in the thing on when I put this on YouTube. But, actually Reedsy actually compiles these huge lists together. When you go there to that link, click on tools, and you'll literally see like the different databases that they have of different sites, booktube people. They have a lot of stuff. Book promotion sites, book review sites, and so forth. And you can go there, look for your genre, and then be able to pull a list. I usually say find what you need and pull it over into your own list and keep a database of that, because you're going to also see, as you get online, other people who do interviews and stuff like that, and you can add to the list. So those are good book promotion sites. Some are free, some are not. You're looking either for a review. If they can't do a review, then you would love to do an interview or a feature. And then you can even suggest doing write an article as well. So you want to try to get to work with these promotion sites in order to get on them. Some of them, like I said, some of them are free, some of them are paid. Like I always say, go for the free first and then go from there. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Okay, so next thing is, like I was saying, the podcast book marketing. So we talked about that in January, and you guys can just go there and get the notes for that. And I always tell people at least try to get one podcast, or try to work for one past podcast interview a month. You can check out our video and go into our video stock. I have that saved here, and get all ideas about our podcasting and how to get it. But try to get like at least one podcast a week. When I tell you it magnifies your book marketing efforts and to bring in readers. It's amazing. And the majority of the podcasts that I've done are free. Sometimes they'll ask for a donation, throw them a couple of Cash App bucks or throw them a couple bucks and everything to as a donation. But most times it is. So Krista says, I have never been the type to stay consistent on social media. I have set up Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, but have not done a website. Can I pay someone to do all of this for me? You can, but it costs a lot. It does cost a lot. I'm trying to see somebody who is dependable. If you guys have someone who can help her out, please put it in the comments. Someone you've used to help you with your website. Right now, I don't have anybody off the top of my head, Krista, but I will look around and then I'll come back to you on that. I want to make sure I recommend somebody for you, so it can basically you can basically be able to be really successful at that. But a lot of times I just have people say, go and look at those videos on YouTube for WordPress and then set up see how you can set up your own template site. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. So Joe gave a suggestion. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Okay. And Krista, we need to work on shortening up that link for your your book. You can't be sending that link out to people. That's embarrassing. That's like you got your skirt out. You can't do that. So Krista, I'm putting it in the new link that you just start using that when you promote your book, because that link is way too long. I just did a short link for you. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on number 5. Guest writing opportunity. So I did talk a little bit about that in the book promotion sites as well when you're submitting, but you can also check out blogs and literally push for guest writing opportunities. If you love to talk about your craft, if you love to talk about or love to write about your craft, love to write about, how you do your processes, what you struggle with a lot and how you've overcome that struggle, and these make great blog posts. Go ahead, tweak them, make them into articles, and then find people that guest post them. It's a great way to get in front of a new audience. It brings traffic to your website, eyes to your product. And when you write about people believe who you are. People believe that this person really knows her stuff. And then some sources, when you do guest writing opportunities, some sources even pay. I'll provide a link over in our notes where you can find guest blog opportunities for wide audience, not just for writing. But you can literally check out that Reezy site and see if there are blogs that do guest opportunities where you can go in and do guest writing opportunities on there. So the 6th thing for marketing online is author page optimization. Now, originally, I talked about, like when I did this before, I said this is a refresher. I just talked about Amazon author page optimization. But now we have Goodreads, we have BookBub, where you can get your author page or claim your author page. I'm trying to see, hold on. It's one more thing, and I don't like not knowing which one it is. I'll make sure I can find it. So, let me make sure, because you claim Amazon, you can claim your Goodreads, and then I thought it was one more, and it just bugs me not knowing like what it is. Like, Okay. Yeah, that was it. Okay, I was overthinking it. So uh, Goodreads, BookBub, and Amazon. You want to claim all those author pages and make sure you're optimizing with your tag words and making sure that it explains exactly who you are. And you want to use words that people are going to be putting in the search engines for you. So that's when I'm saying optimization. You want to use great words inside of that. So make sure you optimize. That's one of my to-do things for the end of March, is to go in and change a lot of my profiles, which I haven't changed literally in like about 5 years. So I need to go in and change and optimize it a little bit more. So I'm bringing in the audience that I want to bring in, because it changes. So you got to make sure you keep these updated. Okay, so number, I believe 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, we're on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Distribution programs. I know in this day and age, we don't think about where our book is being distributed at, but you do want to know how your book is distributed at. So like right now, a big thing is coming. If you didn't know, two of the third and the second and the third largest online book platforms are becoming one platform. So Draft to Digital and Smashwords are now deciding to join together, which is awesome because I've met with both of them, both of these owners, and they bring so much to the table. But as a person who writes erotica, and it's hard to make sure that my books are distributed properly, I was worried because Smashwords has a great way to market erotic authors. So I was like, okay, is this going to mess it up? But then I found out Mark, who's the president of Smashwords, is going to have a seat at the table. He's going to make sure that the configurations he set up for erotic authors will not be lost in this huge merger. So that is very important for me to know that my books can still be distributed, especially because I make a lot of money from Apple Bookstore, and they have a strict policy about erotic material, but they let Smashword books go because Smashwords actually has a vigorous uploading process for erotic authors. Like, you have to tell them exactly what is in that book. So there's no mistaking that you thought this was going to get by. So that is awesome to know. So understand your distribution programs where your books are being sent to. Also, knowing that my books are still going to be able to be available in e-libraries around the world. That's very important. So find out where your books are being distributed at. Literally, you can go into where you have your books uploaded at. Now, if you only have them uploaded on Amazon, they're uploaded on Amazon, and Amazon works with, I don't know what library program Amazon works with, but because they changed out something. So I'm not sure if they work either with Libby or Overdrive, but I know that Smashwords works with a different library system than Draft to Digital, but knowing they're going to be coming together, it's kind of cool because then I know like my books is going to have even wider distribution, because you can also tell your audience online to check your books out for free and get paid through the library systems. A lot of authors do not capitalize on the e-library systems and getting money through there, but you can actually give discounts to library systems. So then it encourages them to get their books in their catalog and get those e-library. How can you find out what library systems? Okay, hold on. I love Smash, a newly run founded publishing company, but I can't determine what to blog about. There are so many options. Okay, so I'll put that on the list, Joe. I'll put that on the list. Vanessa, what was that question again? Because it kind of went off my screen. I'm so sorry. I don't wanna, I don't want to push. I can push it over so I can see all the comments. Boop, 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 boop. So ask that question. What library program? Where can I find out where your library program is? It depends. You would have to either, if you had somebody upload your books, you would have to, or literary services, you would have to ask them. So I'm trying to go down because my screen does not. It's because I want to be able to see that question a lot more clearly. Okay, it's asking. It's getting on my nerves. Okay. Okay, so how can I find out what library they work with? You would, if you used a literary service, you would have to literally ask them. So yes, like I said, Amazon, I know that they were originally using Libby. I think they were using Libby, but they switched off. So I don't know if they still use the same library system. You would literally have to go into the help thing and ask to see them. And then you could also walk into your library system and say, hey, my books are at Amazon. Do you guys pull through there? I know they use Baker and Taylor for their print books. So libraries actually can pull your books through Baker and Taylor because they do use Baker and Taylor for print books. But I'm not sure about libraries for Amazon. That is why I went and put my books also on Smashwords to make sure that my books can be pulled through e-libraries, because you miss a lot of money, money sitting on the table if you're not using e-libraries, because people can take their library card and literally read your book for free. And school systems can read your books for free, and you can get paid for that through the library systems that they have. So make sure you are using that. That's one of the things that people do not use is the e-library systems, which became a huge thing. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because it became a huge thing during the pandemic, because people were checking out a lot of books, and they still are checking out a lot of books. So I'm able to not even think about buying gas. That's nice. It's nice gas money, y'all. And I always say that. And when I say it's gas money, y'all know I'm telling the truth. So yes, it's a nice way to get some gas money through the e-library system. Okay, so another way to market your book online. My ebooks, I noticed they're distributed other places, but I didn't put them there. I just use Amazon. So there are distributors that use Amazon as a middleman to distribute out to their website. And you can tell because if you click the link, it should click back into Amazon and then they get a profit for it. If not, if you feel like this is a piracy site, I would contact them and ask for a cease and desist or a takedown. But click on the link, see where it goes, and see if usually it pops right back into Amazon. So yes, you should keep tracking. That's very good. So public relations for book promotions. You guys should be using e-press releases, sending out press releases, even to local newspapers. It still works when you have a book announcement or your book goes with current events, putting a great press release together. So all they do is copy paste right into it. It does still work. They are still looking for fodder out there. And if your book relates to especially all these different current events, then it's a lot of current events that, even if your book is just about fiction and how, reading takes precedence over peace, read a book when you're stressed, read a book when you're not stressed, read a book when you think you're going to be stressed, read a book when you was stressed. You can write a press release about that and how the benefits of book reading helps you live longer and so forth and so on. It could be an erotic book, but it helps you get away from there and it's stress free. So yes, definitely use those opportunities. What time is it? Okay. So we got some more to go. So the next thing to market your book, I don't even know what number we're on. Thank you, Shura. I know they don't use it. They need to start using it. They forgot about those. So book awards. Book awards are a great way to market your book. There's like so many book awards out there. Even if you go into Amazon and you look up, hold on, let me see, because I did find book awards. There actually is a book where you can find book awards, but there's actually a website as well where you can find book awards. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. I'm not number 8. Thank you for keeping up. There's a paid website. It's called bookawardpro.com. I put the link in the comments, and you are able to go in there and look for book awards. They'll look for book awards for you. So you put your book in under your profile. You can put in several books, and then they will go and they will refer book awards to you that you can enter throughout the year. Some are free, some are paid. But if you want to use this service, you can. Like I said, it is a paid service. And I know that I think Writer's Digest did have a book where you could go in there and look those up as well. I'll try to see if I can find that, if they still publish that book out, and go from there. So the next one, I believe we're 9, book marketing with paid ads. So, book marketing with ads. So I always say, if you can first do a swap with an author where they promote you in their newsletter and you promote them. These are 2 different ads. So say that Krista and I decide to do a swap. I promote her erotic novel, and then she promotes my erotic novel in our various newsletters. So that is an ad where I didn't have to pay for it, and I sent Krista all the information, and then she just pops it. I sent her the graphics, I sent her the wording, I sent her the links. Bam, bam, bam. Krista says, hey guys, check out this new author, Sylvia Hubbard, that I love and adore. And she's amazing. And you guys got to check out all of her books. And then in turn, I do the same thing for Krista to my audience. That is an ad. That becomes an ad, but it's something that we didn't have to pay for. It's called a swap. So like I said, go for the free first. If you have authors in your genre, you can swap out, different promos and then draw each other audiences. Now, it's not like they're taking anything from you, because what's yours is yours. Your audience is always going to be waiting for you to come out with a new book. But if I know Krista is coming out with a book while I'm in the middle of trying to publish and release my book to keep my readers busy, I'm like, hey, let me toss you Krista so you guys aren't pressuring me for a book right now. So that helps me out. I'm not going to lose my audience or anything. I still have them on my newsletter list unless Krista goes behind my back and say, oh, everybody unsubscribe from Sylvia. But of course, that's not good etiquette. But yes, definitely, you can do swap ads. Now, paid ads, I would say first, before throwing your money at social media and everything, make sure you have a really good following on your list. Make sure you know how to draw audiences off of social media and onto your website, like I talked about. Otherwise, go for cheaper options like book bloggers and bookstagrammers that do the TikTok ads for authors, or do the bookstagrammer ads on Instagram. And you can toss them less money than you would a Facebook ad and get traction from it, because these bookstagrammers are working real hard to draw these readers towards them, and then they're attracting the readers that you want, and then you give them money that would be worth more than putting it towards a Facebook ad and sitting there and watching maybe one person click. So I would rather put my money towards the paid ads for book bloggers and bookstagrammers and book talkers than I would just regular Facebook or Instagram or Twitter ads. So that is my opinion on it, and I'm going to stick to it. So if you guys have any questions, throw them down in the comments and so I can see them. Oh, it is some more stuff. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I thought it was more stuff. Oh, I was like, I didn't see that. Okay, so the next one, I think that's 9. I think that's 9, Vanessa. I'm going to go back through it and list them all. Marketing with book trailers. We do lose out on, people don't do book trailers anymore. And I wish you guys did do book trailers. I do the 15-second to 30-second book trailers, but I put them on my reels. So if you go on my Instagram stories, you'll see like a lot of trailers that I make about my current work in progress and keeping people like, hey, you got to catch up with all the readers and everything. So I do that. But I do miss people making these large book trailers. And you guys can use the Canva format actually to do it. They have free videos on there, and they have an editing tool where you can actually edit, add picture and sound, free sounds that you won't get copyright infringement for. So you guys can actually do that. So please do those book trailers because video and pictures sell. So yeah, get that out and get those done. And don't be intimidated by Canva. You guys like, I can't do it. Yes, you can. Whatever. Okay, so limited time discounts. Everyone's always saying, okay, you got to put your stuff out for free. You really don't. When I do put my stuff out for free, it was like that thing I did for Story Origin. You don't have to put it out for free. You can literally put it out with an incentive to get on your newsletter, an incentive to sign up for your blog, an incentive to do something where, hey, share first. If you show me a picture of you sharing or you tag me in the share, you get a free read. So use, and you can use coupons. That's what I like Smashwords for, is because I can make instant coupons for people. And I did this for a lot of events that were happening online, reading events, and I could give out a discount coupon to them and say, hey, here's your free book. And people will go and download the book and be on my list of getting more of my stuff. So it's a really good thing. You can make up limited time discounts on box sets. So if you have a collection of books, you can make a box set and send those out to people and have, hey guys, you can buy a box set and get all of these books for this discounted price. A lot of people like to do that for Christmas or Black Friday and everything like that. Well, I think I'll do that for this Black Friday as a box set of everything I did for 2020, 2022. That sounds good. Okay, so the next one would be number 13, because I know this is the second to the last one and we got 10 minutes left. So you guys better throw in those questions while you got him, because I'm out of here. I got to get out of here at top of the hour. Live streaming, doing live streams. Okay, so live streaming, going live on your Facebook group or your page. Yeah, that's offline. We're talking about online, Cheryl. That's a whole nother thing. But you can submit virtual presentations. And that goes with the live streaming too. You can also, and that was like my third thing, is submitting to groups for their virtual thing as well. And they still pay you. Going live on your Facebook or Facebook page or your Facebook group or your Instagram live or your Twitter live. You can literally go live on your page. Well, I don't think Twitter does it anymore. I gotta see. It is a way to do it live, but so you can go live on these social media platforms, and it does help with the algorithm. The reason why they want you to go live, because people love live video. They love the interaction that they get. And as you can see, it does boost the profile, or your profile as well, because you see people they see people are interacting with you, and they like that. So if you guys could make sure you guys are giving me hearts and love and all of that, because yeah, we need to like boost our integration as well. But you can also use audio as well. So if you don't want to show your face, you don't want to show, this, but I know you guys want to see it. So, but if you just want to go audio, you can actually, for Facebook Live, I know it's an audio option that you can push, and you can go just audio. So it'll be just a picture of your face, and then boom, and you can do those in rooms and stuff. And then on Twitter, you can also use things called spaces. So if you go on your phone and you, when you're about to make a post, you can only do it from your phone. So you can do post, and then it'll say Twitter Spaces. You push that, and it's just audio. So I do have something coming up for the summer where I'm actually going to be reading a short story on Twitter Spaces, and then people will come back and hear the story, and they can actually, write comments as I'm reading, or I can bring them in after it's over, choose one person. So that's what we're going to do. I've done a live in my readers group, and I'm going to tell you, it's amazing. Like when your readers are able to come in and talk to you face to face, ask you questions. It's so much fun. They get, and then they're putting stuff together. And I mean, one reader even jumped out of her chair because she came in live, and it was so much fun. So I like doing lives because I like to interact. And especially in this day and age when we're so indoors, literally, I've been indoors for 2 years. But it's so much fun because I get to interact with them. I get to talk with them and so forth. Now, you can also do lives with other people or entities. Like Cheryl said, you can approach your library, not approach them, but you can email them and say, hey, I can do virtual talks for your programs. And I have done this for different organizations, for a couple of libraries, where I can say, hey, let me do a workshop for you on your virtual. And I mean, I've used so many other than Zoom, Restream, StreamYard. I mean, I got so many of them out there in my phone. It's redonkulous, but I get to go and do virtual with them. They get to ask me questions, interact with me, and then I'm able to get paid for it as well, like Cheryl was saying. So that's just money on the table. We're leaving money on the table. If you can talk about it, you can be about it, and you can get paid about it. So that's always the fun part. So hold on. I gotta put that in while I'm thinking about it. Okay. So, the last one. Yes, Stephanie, audio is great. Oh, Stephanie rolled out of bed too. Woo! Look at y'all. So last one is book discussion forums. Do not sleep on these groups in Facebook, and Instagram even has like sort of like under the comments, they'll have discussions as well. Do not sleep on book discussion forums wherever they are. Mostly they are now on Facebook, but where you are given a topic and you can discuss things, especially about the writing craft, about, the genre. Don't sleep on those book discussions, especially very interactive groups where you can draw them back to your book from the knowledge that you author. I don't sleep on them, and I tell everybody else, do not sleep on them, because they bring in a lot of traffic into your site. It shows that you know what you're talking about, especially even if you're answering just a simple question. And then you can even start discussions, because when you start discussions, especially in our group, I don't know if you guys know, but you guys get badges. And those badges help your algorithm and your rank online. that you get badges for being a story starter. How do you find those groups? Girl, you go and do a search. If you go, okay, say that, let's do Krista. So let's do just fiction writing. Even if you want to say, I want to talk about fiction writing, and we'll say fiction writing groups. So if we type in Facebook search button, fiction writing groups. Okay, so they have different fiction writing groups that are out there now. You can even join local fiction writing groups. So if I do fiction writing groups, the first one comes up. You want to look for public groups or local private groups and ask permission to join. So I usually try to look for large groups between 5,000. I usually try to keep it under 5,000, especially if it's a new group I'm trying to join. So I look between 5,000 to 10,000. Usually the more active groups are up at top. Local groups, I'm usually good to go in as long as I see activity within the last at least 24 to 48 hours. And I go in there, and then they send out like topics. Hey, one is a fiction and creative writing group. They literally say, we're a group that you can bounce ideas off of, have your work read, and receive criticism. So you can go into these groups. There's a marketing for romance authors, and I'm actually part of that group. And you can go in and talk about, hey, how do I market this? What's a good idea? Or is this a good idea? Or has anybody tried this? And stuff like that. I mean, even if you see say that you want to promote with a blogger that says, oh, I get 20,000 people into your site. You can go on these groups and say, has anybody ever used this blogger or heard of this blogger before? And then find out if you're going to get shafted or not. So use these groups to help you out and everything. So Lisa says, and I went away from the original page. Duh. I got to get back so I can read the whole thing. So Lisa says, I'm near the end of my 4th book. I created a presentation in Canva and shared it on social media. I don't have a book cover because I don't know how many pages it's going to be. Is it best for me to continue to promote the way I already did it? So when you created the presentation, it was all about the book itself. If it got traffic into the book, then yes, it's a great way. If you don't know how long, I've seen people promote the book. And I promote the book way before it come out. Girl, I put my book up on Amazon for pre-orders. And it's not due out till May. I'm still waiting for the editor to finish. So yeah. No, that was, that said that. Okay. Oh, that's not what you did. So what was the presentation? Was the presentation about the book, or was it about something else? That's what I would need to know. And that's fine if you don't have a book cover for it. You can still promote. You promote like what the book is about, the benefits of the book, and things like that to encourage people. And then make sure when you're doing that promotion, tell them that, hey, come to my website, follow me for more information, or follow me for updates. So lead them over back to your website so they're dropping their emails and they know when the book is going to be coming out. That way you can keep a running tag of it. Ooh, it's 11 o'clock, y'all. And we still got to do the bonuses. So I'm going to do the bonuses real quick. But for book discussion forums, join book discussion forums or volunteer to lead them. Like I said, be conversation starters. Edward James is good in our group where he puts memes and he asks questions in our group, which is kind of cool. Other people in our group do it as well, but he's pretty prominent of coming in like early in the morning and posting it out. So yeah, be a story starter. It gets your algorithm up. It also helps you find information out, and it really encourages discussion in the group and get people going about a topic. And then it shows your expertise. Even if you are an expert already, that how many people make this type of mistake? And then people will come in, oh, I do that. And then be like, well, I used to do it, but now I do it this way. And you can show the way that you did it to make it. Yeah. And people are like, hey, let me find out more about this person. So look into organizations you are a part of to see if you can lead a virtual literary discussion. A lot of these groups have that are offline have online Facebook groups, and see how you can, like in mystery in my group, Michigan Sisters in Crime. I'm often dropping like leading questions and call to action questions to get them to start talking in our group more, and it has helped us in terms of building up the group and so forth and so on. Okay, so the 3 bonus ones that I do want to say, and I know I said 14, but there are 3 bonus ones. Yay, Sylvie. Okay, so one is, oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Oh yeah, I didn't do that. Changing book time. So, okay, so we do talk about ebooks and paperbacks and selling those online and everything, but don't forget you can also change it over to audio and sell that online as well. You can also create a workbook or low content book, say like a journal or something, and sell that online. That also offsets a lot of costs. And then you can also do merch as well that coincides with your book. And then you can also use like QR codes where you can send out to groups. So what I like to do is like when people do join my reading group at the end of the year, I send out book cards with a free book on it, and they can get it by doing a QR code. And that way I know you're coming into the site, signing up for my newsletter. And even if they give this out to somebody else who uses a QR code, they have to come into the site, sign up for the newsletter. I even tell them, hey, give it out to a friend. Say, give the gift of reading and everything. So, and then I use also swag also to get people to stay in the group and do things with them. So I use small swag items like Deborah's awesome bookmarks I can send out through the mail and keep people in touch with me. And then just as a treat, sometimes people just like to receive mail, but it's a great way to keep people coming back online to find out what are you going to do next? So a lot of people don't think about that, rewarding your readers, your online readers with gifts and everything like that. And sending that bookmark through the mail is no more than like 44 cents for me. But it's a nice way for them to say, hey, I am here. I know you are supporting my literary endeavors, and I appreciate you, because you want to make sure these people return and talk about you, because they're going to say, hey, look what I got in the mail today. You guys got to check her out. So that is it. I am starving. I'm getting a hungry headache. And we are going to get ready to go. I'm trying to see if you guys have any questions. I know it's like a 5 seconds delay. So if you guys have any questions, please go ahead and post it now, because I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Getting ready to go. Oh, thank you too. I miss you guys. I miss hugs and I miss smiles and I miss all of that. So yes. So no problem. If you guys have got any other questions after I'm done, I'll check this later, and then I'll put the notes up later tonight. Yeah, I'll put the notes up later tonight. Next month, we have actually, like I said, we have Evan from Story Origin. You said Deborah Bookmark. Is that Deborah? So is Deborah, I'm going to tag her. Deborah, put your information in the comments for everyone. And I have a flare up, so don't be talking about my typing if I spelled something wrong. So shut up. I told Deborah to put her information so you guys can get her her information about her bookmarks. They are so adorable. I'm gonna tell you. Oh yeah, here's 2 of them. So I was like, oh my god, these are so cute. So I have these 2. No, not that one. Let me see, where's the pretty one? So she sends me these. So I have these that I can send out with my book things, my QR codes. And then on the back, and she has colored ones now because these are really, she sent me a whole bunch of them for like a nice gift. So it says created by and her name and then for Sylvia Hubbard, and it had all my information on it. And then she has some more coming that has like a colored one and it has my social media handle and how people can get in touch with me. So I'm so excited about that. So I'm like, hey, instant bookmarks just for me. And they're cute because they're sassy, which I am sassy. and they can you tag me in this video? In this video, Vanessa, you want me to tag you so then you don't lose it? I think this is what you want me to do. I think that's what you want me to do. So I'm going to get off of here. I wonder do they say author? What does that mean? I'm distracted. So I'm going to get out of here. If you guys have any more questions, I want to thank you guys for being a part of this. Like I said, this is 2 years we've been online. And I appreciate you guys just, riding, dying with me. Literally bad taste, but literally like just being a part of this whole journey. So you guys know I appreciate you and I miss you guys. And yeah, I'll put the notes up later. So don't forget to go to that website that I gave you guys and make sure you are subscribed. So when I do the notes, you'll be informed. I'm just putting that link up again. And I will see you guys later. Make sure if you're on the replay, drop me love, and so much and all of that. So goodbye. Mwah.